Look at that.
I have to stay here because I can't go home.
Right. Because of the shunning?
Yeah, because of the shunning, I'm staying here. Yeah. I was picked up. They said don't bring him back, so.
Well, you were saying there was an issue with another man.
Well, I didn't see it with eyes, but it appears to me it's
What's the problem?
See, I was a very strict Amish person.
Okay.
I decided, I realized that this is home to me. Because nobody fits in. Nobody has to fit in. Everybody can be who they are.
I love it.
Why? Tell me.
No snow.
Right. No snow.
And all the people, sunshine, everything there is to love about Pinecraft.
Is it?
I do have a swimming suit that I wear at the beach, but
Right.
It's very modest.
Right. You gonna walk right in this house?
I think you can.
All right.
Oh, here he is.
Amish ministers don't have a salary that
Right.
they live off of, the ministry.
Oh, I
So
see.
they have their own income, occupations and income.
We're not supposed to have sex on our own, like what I'm saying. If we have a wife and we're allowed to be with the church, then we can do it. But they don't want us to play with ourselves. They want
Starting to get a little bit weird. I was starting to get very weird. I'm in spring break. Can you guess where the hell am I? Am I in Daytona Beach? No, I am not. Am I in South Beach? No, I am not. In fact, I am not in any beach at all. I'm on the Gulf Coast of Florida. I'm in a place called Pinecraft, which is a neighborhood in Sarasota. It's not near the beach. It's probably 20 minutes from the beach, especially during spring break time. We're probably a good 20 minutes from the beach, walking through Pinecraft Park. Okay, this is an area of Sarasota that's famous for Amish spring break. That is right. Yes, the Amish do go on spring break. I know that you think of them as sort of an austere people who, make great baked goods and furniture and toys and things like that. Yeah, they go on spring break too, believe it or not. Everybody needs a frickin' vacation, guys. And Pinecraft is the place they've been coming to for decades, this place. And why is that? Just a tradition that started, I guess, from the Amish, mostly from Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania. They come out here every year in March and April, and they party like crazy. I don't know, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but they do let their hair down supposedly a little bit. I like this place a lot. I was here 2 years ago, as I said, and I played shuffleboard here in this park with the Amish, and it was so much fun. I didn't even try filming any of it, but they were really cool. They were chill. They were perfectly happy to talk to me, and it was interesting too because I learned some things about the Amish I didn't know. First of all, they were using flip phones, which I was like, whoa, the Amish even use phones? I didn't even know that, but apparently they are allowed to use flip phones. They do come here on buses for the most part, and it's a really neat little community. So I'm going to show you around today. I don't know. I know the Amish don't like being photographed. I don't know how the hell they feel about being on YouTube. I do know that season 2 of Breaking Amish was filmed here. So I don't know, maybe the Amish are kind of chilling out a little bit. I don't know. And there's a lot of Mennonite here too. They call this place the Amish Las Vegas. That's right. So we don't have this is not the kind of spring break they have in South Beach where there's, booty shake contests and wet t-shirt contests and people raging all night and getting arrested in mass. Not that kind of spring break. It's not Daytona. But I don't know. Let's see what we can find here. It's sort of the tail end of spring break. I've been meaning to come back here for a while. And I don't know if any of the Amish will speak to me or what the hell is going to happen. I feel a little nervous, to be honest with you, because I know they don't like posing for photos. But how do they feel about just being filmed, like playing shuffleboard and chilling out and enjoying their vacations? I do not know, but we are going to find out today. So let's check it out. Says Harvey, he's from Ohio. He says he has not played shuffleboard before, but he's beating me, as you can see on the scoreboard here, 22-7. He's actually really good at shuffleboard, but he's never played before. So anyways, I'm going to let you see Harvey's technique. Go ahead, Harvey.
Do I have to say stay on this side?
No, I think you can go wherever you want.
I knocked you in.
Oh, you knocked me in. You knocked me into -10.
Oh, you didn't mean to do that.
You knocked me right into -10. What do you mean you didn't mean to do that?
I didn't mean to get you in -10. I wanted to hit you, but I didn't hope you'd go in one.
So you're just trying to be nice? I told you before. Try to win. Don't worry about it, man.
It'll all work out.
Don't try to be nice. Just try to win. Go ahead. You can shoot again.
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. All right. So Harvey's going to tell us a little bit about, this is Pinecraft community. He's been coming here on vacation since 2017, you said, Harvey?
Well, occasionally I have to stay here because I can't go home.
Right. Because of the shunning?
Yeah, because of the shunning, I'm staying here. Yeah, they don't. It's not exactly just vacation. I'm living here because because they don't let me. Like I said, the last time they picked me, I was picked up. They said don't bring him back. So.
Right, but you originally came here on vacation in 2017.
Well,
you said, right?
I was here on vacation, yeah, but then before 2017, I was on vacation. You might say, but. Since 2017, I'm down here. Since November 21st, 6 or 7, 2017, I've been down here to stay because...
Because they shunned you?
Yeah, because of the shunning.
Do you know why they did that, or...?
OCD upset the composer did order, and they think I should be able to handle it better, or do more, or work, or whatever, but to me, it seems like, well...
They said you weren't doing... You told me they said you weren't doing your fair share or something.
They think I'm not doing my part. They think I'm not doing what I as well could or something. But for me,
it's not fair of them to shun you for
that's
that,
what
is
I
it?
say. That's what I say. For the disabilities I have, how can they count on that? Well, that's just the way it went.
So you're living here permanently now?
I'm here permanently.
At least unless they accept you back in the community?
Ever since 2017, they said don't bring him back. So I'm here.
Who said don't bring him back?
I guess probably one of our ministers, I guess.
One of the ministers?
I think so, maybe.
And so your wife and your 13 kids are all back in Ohio?
Well, the 13th one, they caused miscarriage to be.
Okay.
I think they either caused it or it haven't, but I'm wondering, I'm thinking it was maybe a cause on purpose, but if it wasn't on purpose, it was accidentally. So they 13, but the one was a miscarriage, either purposely or not purposely.
Right. Well, you were saying there was an issue with another man.
Well, I didn't see it with eyes, but it appears to me it's. I mean, if they say it wasn't, I'd still have to wonder because for what I understood, it seems like it was so.
Really?
I didn't see it with eyes, but for what I understand, what I heard through my ears, is what I'm. Okay, yeah, I did see some. Let me put a.
When you say saw something, you mean you saw your wife with another man, or?
Well. I didn't see her with another man, but what I did see when I was when we went to Marietta, Ohio, where my parents lived, my wife was washing her hair, and she had just washed it before we left.
Right.
And then she washed it again, and there might be a few things I've seen, but not actually the man on top, but there might have been like let's say. I'm trying to think how to say that. I've seen enough that, like
to make you suspicious.
Making me suspicious, like washing her hair before we left. Probably the same day before we left, and then when she got there, she washed her head again. Oh, and another thing I've seen, there was a mattress on the outside.
What do you mean?
A bed mattress was on the outside.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't supposed to be?
Well, usually it wasn't there. So I'm
Right.
thinking that's probably what it was used for. That's how I'm saying. I didn't see the man on top of her, but I've seen enough that it appears to me it's got to be right. And one thing when I was with John Kime, when I got into the house, either second time more or less, all I went by is I was talking to my wife from the kitchen, and she was in the living room. I'm guessing with another male because the way her voice sounded, that's all I could hear. All I could figure out that the way her voice sounded, it sounded like she had weight on herself.
I understand.
So
now you're down here in Florida all by yourself?
Yeah,
or?
all by myself except my sister and brother.
Do you work down here, or what do you do?
Oh, yeah, I work for Dave Peachy, rake leaves, and then he had renders. We took stuff out of the house or cleaned the house a little or whatever. I mean.
So you do odd jobs here in Florida?
Odd jobs, yeah, you might say. If his renders had to move, then I help like do furniture out or clean the house or they put new flooring in or.
Do you like it here?
Oh. It's not too bad, and sometimes it's pretty warm, but I guess it gets pretty warm in up north too. So I mean, it's not too bad.
Do you like living in Pinecraft?
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to give an honest answer. I guess it's not bad. I mean, it's not everything perfect, but I mean, it's a place to be.
Do you miss Ohio?
Well, one thing I miss from up north is like I've been used to snow and stuff.
Yeah.
Back of this truck, that black vinyl thing, and I sprayed that today with black paint. So
do you live in your own apartment, or where do you live?
Yeah, over there on a...
Just right over here? How did you find out you got shunned?
Oh, well, that wasn't hard to find out. I've been shunned the second time.
Twice.
Up north, yeah. They took me back in, then later they put me back out, and that's...
So they shunned you twice?
Yeah.
And did they tell you you're shunned, or what did they tell
Well,
you? What did they say?
I forget, Church, let me see, the ministers came outside after before, like when I had to go outside church because they wanted to, how do you see, whether they get an agreement or not. I found out somewhere, and I guess
Morning.
this, at least I knew that somewhere or other I knew that's what it was. I don't remember just what they really say it now that I feel so happy, like maybe putting my face on God's lap. It comes and goes. I go down through the valley and then I come up again.
So do you hope that they take you back, or you're shunned forever?
If everything were out, that they would handle me and not, let's say, if they wouldn't put too much pressure on, I'd probably be at home. But one thing about it would be hard to accept my wife since I was down here in 2017. Okay, trying to make sure I can. 2018 or 19, I started getting those memories of my wife being with other men, and I started crying aloud. And then the last time I was down here, since 2017, 2018 or 19, I started getting those crying times, and then.
So, but do you still? The source of the problem was you were crying, you were upset because you thought your wife was with another man. That's a legitimate problem, right?
I wasn't mad that I cried about it, but I was hurting.
Right. You were grieving.
I was hurting about those memories that my wife was with other men, and it started affecting me.
I understand. But the thing I don't understand is, it seems to me the shunning I don't understand, because that doesn't seem very Christian to cast you out of the community.
Okay, let's say this, so you know a little bit about it.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh, there's Katie.
You know her? She a friend? She a friend of yours?
Oh, yeah. Yeah?
Can I talk to her too? Bring her
Yeah, go
over.
ahead.
No, tell her to come on over.
Hey, Katie. He wants you over here. What was it?
She's a friend of yours?
Yeah. Maybe not always, but most times.
How do you guys know each other? From Ohio or from down here in Florida?
Got to be around her, I guess.
Hi, Katie. You're a friend of Harvey's?
Yes.
Do you live down here too, or are you just visiting on vacation?
No, I've been down here for more than 20 years.
Oh, really?
Instead.
Can I ask you a question? So you've lived here for like 20 years. What's Pinecraft like? You know, I'm making a little video about Pinecraft. Like, do you like this community? Like, what's it like? I mean, do you think it's a nice place? I know it's famous for Amish spring break, like for Amish to come here on spring break.
Realized that I don't need to be up north in the wintertime.
Okay.
So I started coming down here to Florida.
Okay.
But I hated Florida at first.
Why?
Nothing. Everybody did what they wanted to do.
What do you mean?
There was no law and order.
Really, just rude people, or what was the problem?
See, I was a very strict Amish person
Okay.
in my own nature,
From Ohio or from where?
Ohio.
Okay.
But I left.
Did you know each other in Ohio or no?
No, I got to know her.
Oh, you got to know her here in Florida. Okay.
I knew I was not finished down. So I came back the second winter and the third winter. And finally in 2006 or so, I decided, I realized that this is home to me. Because nobody fits in. Nobody has to fit in. Everybody can be who they are.
That's nice.
And
So here in Pinecraft, you can feel free to be a real person.
yes.
That's cool.
I never was.
That's cool.
I was Amish. I had to be Amish.
Wait, you're not Amish anymore?
No, I don't know what I am.
Okay.
That's me.
You're just a person.
You are right. I'm just a person.
That's nice. And people accept you here.
Yes.
And you can do what you want. Nobody's looking over your shoulder and telling you what to do. Like Harvey's telling me they shunned him in his community in Ohio. And that seems terrible.
Well, they forgot to shun me. I just slipped through the cracks.
What do you mean they forgot to shun you? You mean they were going to shun you, but they just never did it?
Well, the normal procedure was to shun.
Uh-huh.
But when I left, so I moved from place to place, looking for that place where I belong, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
So the last one that I was with, no, the second to the last one, they were going to shun me because I started telling people what the power of prayer does and all that. The bishop said they're going to shun me, not because that I left them, but because what I'm going to do. And his son said that's not, no reason to shun anybody.
Yeah.
They dropped it, but I was not allowed to come back.
Which part of Ohio was this?
This was in Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. I didn't know there were Amish in Tennessee.
Well, we were
Small community?
a mixture of anybody who came, Amish, Mennonite, everybody
Okay.
is.
Do you think Pinecraft spring break is like, what kind of stuff do the Amish do here on spring break? Like, do they do stuff here that they wouldn't do back at home because they're more free here? Like more relaxed?
More relaxed. Most of the things that they do is go out to the beach or places like that.
Uh-huh.
And then they come in the evenings.
But can they wear different clothing here than they would wear up north?
Could I explain a little bit?
Yeah.
If for what I understand, if I'm on the right track,
Mm-hmm.
whether other people do or not, but I think that happens quite a bit. That Amish girls dress English when they're down here.
Oh, they do?
It wouldn't be allowed in North, and they shouldn't maybe be doing it according to.
But here in Florida, it's more relaxed, right?
What I'm saying, I want to keep you out long. To me, if they come Amish and dress English down here and go back, it's not. It's not really. I mean,
But when you say they dress English, that means they dress like in bikinis or bathing suit or
they put like English clothes on, put the hair on. I mean, I don't want to be too strict on it, but I'm just saying, if they're Amish and come down here and dress English and go back, that's not we wouldn't be or where I come from.
could they get shunned for that?
Well,
If somebody found out, could they get shunned for doing that?
if they yeah, let's say I'm trying to make sure if they're down here one time,
Yeah.
come back up. Especially in our church, they probably get shunned. But
would
they
get
just
shunned for
keep
that.
doing it. They probably say you're out there until you come back to stay.
Or is there a different rule during spring break in Florida where they will let you come here and be more relaxed and dress English and stuff? Are you allowed maybe to do it during spring break?
Well, they do it down here. They do it like the girls. I know at least girls, probably even maybe boys dress English down here.
Right.
Now the older people, they might not dress so much different, but
Right. But the young people, when they
young
come to
people,
Florida,
it's more or
they
less
go a little crazy.
they take their they take their fleshly love or something.
Do they really?
Well, as far as clothing,
And
I know
you said fleshly love. You mean
well, but I mean like
you mean
I got to be careful on that. What I mean, it's more like they're pleasing their flesh on clothing.
uh-huh.
They do sex, I don't know, but on clothing, the boys and the girls, they please themselves in clothing. I know they do that
They please themselves, but with clothing on.
with English clothing, having the hair down. Not maybe sometimes there might be a girl in there with a cap on, but
Right.
some of the others got so it's.
Do you agree? Do you think he's done
Well, he comes from a different.
sort of community than you?
Yes.
I come from she's from Holmescombe area, right? And I'm from
Yes,
Kenton,
and
Ohio.
I can, and they're more.
Do you think his Amish community is more strict than the one you were from, or it
Yeah.
was
Oh
different?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
If they know, like one more time, if they know like their girls come down here and dress English, they'd be shunned until they repent.
No, you're talking about in your community or hers?
My community.
In your community,
One
if
more
they
time, my
right.
community, if the girls or
Right.
boys come down here and they put English clothes and stuff on, yeah,
They will be shunned.
They would be shunned until they repent.
Got
And
it.
if they do it again and just again
Got
and
it.
again, they probably say you're out there until you come back to
Got
stay.
it. So here you can be more relaxed a little bit. You come to Florida.
I was saying that we can do we can do what we want to do.
Right.
But there was a bishop in Indiana that somebody asked,
Right.
and Indiana's more liberal.
Oh, Indiana's more liberal?
Oh yeah, north part of Indiana.
Yeah. Why? They can have electricity, they can have stuff down here, but not up there.
Mhm.
And the bishop said, do what you want to do in Florida and leave it there.
What they say is what happens in Pinecraft stays in Pinecraft, right? It's the same thing like Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They say the same thing about Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in Pinecraft stays in Pinecraft.
Yeah.
Yes. That is, I mean,
So you're allowed when you're on vacation to do some different stuff.
don't make any changes up there because.
Right.
Puppy.
Got it. Got it. Got it. It's interesting, isn't it?
But now there's no more secrets in Pinecraft.
What does that mean?
Well, I have my camera and I have Facebook. They love it.
And you have Facebook and everything?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Our old Amish, they wouldn't accept cell phones.
Really?
Nope.
Well, the flip phone is okay, but not a smartphone, right?
The young people have this, and some groups have the smartphone.
Right.
But the parents that their children have the smartphone.
Right.
They look at that to see what's going on in Pinecraft.
Right.
And I'm not just, I basically share what is happening in Pinecraft.
Right.
The house is going up.
So you post things so people understand what's going on in Pinecraft.
And
That's cool.
What they like. That's
That's
what
cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to follow you so I can find out what's going on in Pinecraft. I live about 45 minutes away.
Oh, you do?
Up in St. Pete, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you been to St. Pete?
I've been through there to catch the plane.
Yeah.
But not.
One
fly
thing,
out.
if I'm not chipping in too soon, one thing about the old order Amish, whether I'm mistreated or not, we still love, like Jesus says, we need not just love the ones who love you. We need to love our worst enemies.
Yeah.
Whether we got enemies
That's
or
a
not.
good, that's
Enemies
true.
or not, but if we do have enemies, if we do have, then we still need to love them.
So do you still go to the Amish church here in Pinecraft or
I
not?
go to the Amish church here, now just a minute here, John
The
Paul.
tourist church, or what's it called?
I go to the Heinz Church. Heinz
Amish church.
Heinz Amish. What John Paul says about the smartphones, he didn't say that it can't have them, but they say it. He said to be careful about them because there's stuff on there that
Okay.
even
Wait,
some,
do you go
I
to the
think even,
Amish church or the Mennonite one or no? None of them?
No church at all.
just a minute. I think he said maybe some people got rid of them. I'm not sure because
You're talking about the smartphones?
yeah, because of the
Okay.
stuff that gets on there.
When you say John Paul, who are you talking about? The bishop or the bishop of the church here in Florida?
Yeah.
So he didn't say don't have smartphones. Okay.
But he said
Just be careful with it.
he warned them about it because
Okay.
there's stuff on there that.
Got it. Okay.
No, church was my idol. And when God saved me, I had no more interest in it. But down here, I refuse. I have my fellowship every day, being myself.
Right.
And I don't want to be connected with, so if I would be going to the Amish or the Mennonite church, people would class me as a Mennonite.
Okay. Right.
I don't
You
want,
just want to be a human being, a normal person.
that's
Got
it.
you.
That's-
I'm meeting some really interesting people here in Pinecraft. Wow, holy cow, guys, having such an, I was just wondering, am I going to be able to meet any Amish? And oh my gosh, I am already met two really interesting Amish and just finding out some interesting things about this community. I mean, I think that what they're saying is, what's so cool about Pinecraft is, this is indeed a place where the Amish, who are, so strict up north in their communities, they can come down here and, as she just said, they can be themselves. That's really neat. It's nice to hear that they can find a more tolerant place to live and place to enjoy their lives. Love it. Beautiful day today too. God, just having such an interesting morning. Been to Pinecraft once before, but it's so neat to be back here. And I'll show you what this community looks like a little bit too. Walking down the main street here next to Pinecraft Park. And it's obviously not all Irish here. Irish, Amish I should say. But there are a lot of Amish who come here. And what is this? Pinecraft Souvenirs, Young Living Essential Oils. Interesting. Tote bags. Huh. What the heck that's all about. But maybe we'll take a look. It says Pinecraft Games, Essential Oils. Huh. Okay, so you see? You can see here we've got some Amish living here because we got their clothing out here on the line. There you go. And some more over here. I don't know where they all are. It seems quiet at this time of day, but maybe we'll take a look and see what these souvenirs are all about. It's right upstairs? All right, thank you. Hi there.
Hi.
Morning. What's the name of this store, first of all?
It's just called Pinecraft Souvenirs.
Pinecraft Souvenirs.
Yeah.
And what is your name?
Mary King.
And the baby?
I am babysitting him.
Oh, babysitting him?
It's little Adrian.
Okay. Originally from here?
Yeah.
You're from Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
But how long have you lived here in Florida?
We're just here in the winter.
Okay, so you're snowbirds?
Yep.
Okay, that's really neat. And what do you like about Pinecraft? Do you enjoy it here?
Oh, I love it.
Why? Tell me.
No snow.
Right, no snow.
And all the people, sunshine, everything there is to love about Pinecraft.
Is it more relaxed here, like compared to up north?
Yes and no.
In what way yes, in what way no?
Yes, as in, a lot of, a big part of the people that are here are on vacation. So,
Right.
you're...
When you're on vacation, you're in a good mood, you're in a
Yes,
relaxed...
yes.
So that's the fun part of Pinecraft.
Yes, that's the part that's more relaxed than up north. But up north, there's not. We live out in the country, so there's not the mass amount of people.
Right, so it's more boring?
Up north?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not boring.
It's not boring?
No. We just don't like the snow, so we come down here.
Oh, no, I understand. I don't like it either. I grew up in Buffalo, New York. You ever been to
Okay.
Buffalo?
No.
Buffalo has a tremendous amount of snow.
Okay.
So that's why I moved here,
Yes.
is to escape. But I live here year round. I
Yeah.
suffer through the summer here too. You're gone once it gets real hot?
We leave in 2 weeks, so
You leave in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you're almost,
so usually mid-April.
So what is okay, so that's the good thing about Pinecraft. What's the bad thing about it? Is there any, every place has its pros or cons. Is there anything bad about it or cons or?
That's the only bad thing I can think of is the way people zip around without being careful on these streets.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, most people are riding the bicycles, the three-wheeled bicycles.
Yeah, but there's so many people.
Uh-huh. And there's too much traffic,
Yes.
but otherwise it's fun. Is that your doorbell?
It is my doorbell. I'm babysitting.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm also
All right.
babysitting the neighbor's puppy for.
Oh my gosh. What fun things do you recommend visitors who come to Pinecraft to do? Like to go, what do you
You
recommend?
should always go watch the people play shuffleboard.
Oh yes.
That is a
And
big-
play yourself. I like to play.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big entertainment.
Anything else you recommend in the area? What about as far as the restaurants go?
The restaurants, well, most people like their Dutchman.
Yeah.
We like the smaller restaurants, so we go downtown and eat at First Watch.
First Watch?
Yes. we do
Okay,
First
that's not an Amish
Watch.
restaurant.
It's not an no.
You prefer First Watch?
Yes.
Yoder's has very good breakfast though.
Yeah, I know, but you have to stand in line for so long.
I know, but the pies are very good
Yes.
too. You have to
They're
admit.
famous for their pies.
They are. What about the beach?
The beach is too crowded.
Oh really? You don't like to go?
We like to go early in the morning to go shelling. And
Oh, yeah.
And then when we're there when the sun comes up.
Before it's hot.
Yes, and then we also like to go watch the sunset.
Now, the other thing too is that when Amish and Mennonite come here on vacation, they can also dress a little more different than up north, correct? Especially if they go to the beach.
We don't.
You dress the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I do have a swimming suit that I wear at the beach, but
Right.
It's very modest.
Right. But I
In
mean,
fact, I made it myself.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, what some of the people told me is though that they can get away with some things here in Pinecraft that they wouldn't try up north. Is that generally true for some people? Do you think, or no?
For some people.
They behave different.
For some people.
Not all of them.
No. no, not
Now, which
all.
church do you belong to here? The tourist church, or which one do you go to?
No, they usually gather at the Carlisle Inn during the winter.
Okay.
During the summer, they gather at the Hines Amish Church, but in the winter, there's,
So, which church
Hundreds
do you
more
go to
people.
here in Pinecraft?
well, we usually in the winter they gather at the Carlisle Inn
Okay.
because there's so many more people. During the summer,
Gotcha.
there's just
Now, are you Amish or Mennonite?
Amish.
Amish, okay. And which community in Pennsylvania? Lancaster or one of the other ones?
No, we're north of Lancaster. It is maybe an hour from Lancaster, north.
An hour from Lancaster, okay. And so, in your community, you can use phones, but does it have to be a flip phone or it could be smartphone?
In our community, most of us have what's called a black box. AT&T and Verizon both make them. It's like a portable, cordless phone.
Okay.
Not a cell phone, but it's cordless.
Yeah. Neat. And but can you take it with you, or it has to be within range of the unit? Like, can it only work here in your house, or it
Yes.
works anywhere?
No, it stays here.
It stays here. So,
Yes.
like, if you're out doing something else, you can't take a phone call with that, can you?
No,
Okay, I see.
but there's a lot of people that do have cell phones.
Okay. It just depends upon the person, or does the bishop tell you you can have it or you can't have it?
Well, some areas are more conservative.
Right.
Like in Ohio, most of the places, cell phones are widely accepted. Not every area.
So it depends
It
upon
depends on the area.
it depends upon the community.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's really neat.
And there's like even in our community, in some circumstances like business or whatever, the cell phone would be accepted.
Now, so I was thinking this week was like the last week of spring break. Is this week still spring break, or did it really sort of end?
I don't know.
It's hard to say. But
Yeah.
does it seem less crowded now? Less people around?
Oh yes.
People are starting to leave?
Yes.
Is that good or bad?
Both, I guess.
Yeah. It gets a little less crowded, right?
Yes.
Any advice you would give to visitors who come here, like how should they behave, or like,
Yes.
yeah, because
When
do
you
some
drive-
people behave poorly, or?
Yes. When you drive through the streets, take it as an accepted fact that you have to drive slowly because the bikes are all over the street. There's a lot of people here in the winter.
Most of them riding bikes or walking, right?
Yeah, so these streets are basically full. And it doesn't help when outsiders come in and blow their horns and get angry because this is a small town. It's basically a village.
Do people do that? They drive
Yes.
they drive through in actual vehicles and honk the horn at you?
Yes.
Because they want you to go faster or what?
Well, no, because the bikes and the people walking are over the streets.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
This is the first winter that we're doing the Pinecraft Souvenir line.
One of them says life is better in Pinecraft, Florida. And you said these parts were carved by an Amish guy up in, did you say Ohio?
No, Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. You're right. I'm sorry. I've got a bad memory.
And so are these keychains. He does the keychains too. And they all have Pinecraft Florida on.
That's really neat.
So the Pinecraft Souvenir line is new for this winter. It was a huge hit. It took off amazingly. Yes.
Did it really? It sold well?
Oh, absolutely. Because people have been looking for this stuff for a long time.
How do people find you? Just word of mouth or they see your sign outside?
They see my signs and word of mouth.
Yeah, that's neat.
And we're hoping by next winter we'll have a lot more selection of the Pinecraft.
Now, what do you do back in Pennsylvania? Do you have also a shop like this in Pennsylvania or you do something different there?
No, I don't. I sell my Young Living at home, and then I also do pamper chef parties.
Okay.
Cooking shows. And I have a big garden and
nice. So are you looking forward to going back to Pennsylvania or you miss Florida?
Well, we're usually ready to go home mid-April because
gets hot.
Most of our friends have gone home. It gets empty here in Pinecraft.
So you're getting about ready to go home?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it very much. It's nice to meet you. Just going to take one last walk here through Pinecraft Park. Just meeting some really interesting and neat people here this morning. Just really nice people too. People are in a very relaxed mood. Just a very beautiful community. Good morning.
Good morning.
And this is the Shuffleboard court. Just a really neat place. The first court is reserved for ladies. Good morning.
Yeah, but it's not ready.
I'm making a little documentary about Pinecraft. Do you have time to talk? No? So I'm over at Yoder's now, and this place has amazing pies and baked goods. I absolutely love this place. So we're going to take a look at, we're going to take a little look around some of the pies they've got here. Oh my gosh, so what do we have here? What's this one?
Blueberry cream.
Blueberry cream. And this one is?
Coconut cream.
Oh man. Those are, what are some of your favorites?
The blueberry cream is definitely a favorite, and so is the strawberry.
The strawberry? I want to come over and take a look at what we got here. Do you have pecan pie in here?
No, that's a baked pie.
Oh, I see. What's this one way down here on the bottom?
That is chocolate peanut butter and then peanut butter.
Oh my goodness. And about how much are these slices of pie?
$7.95.
$7.95? I also like, you guys used to have really good pumpkin bread too. Do you guys still have that or is that only in season?
Nope.
And that's all year round?
Pumpkin, strawberry, and banana.
So I'm gonna get some oatmeal whoopie pies. Look how good this looks. I'm gonna get some oatmeal whoopie pies. And I'm gonna get, and then what are these cookies called again?
Buttermilk.
These buttermilk cookies. Look at these things. These things look super good. This looks delicious. All right, I'll go with these two. And what, oh, strawberry cake?
I've got strawberry pie.
Oh my gosh, that looks really good. I'm gonna put that in my video. Thank you. Is that one of the specialties?
Yes.
What's the most popular pie you have?
Peanut butter. Peanut butter, yeah.
The peanut butter pie?
Thank you.
It's hard to decide what I want. That looks delicious. That's low calorie, right?
Absolutely.
Do you live here year round?
No, I don't.
You just come for the winter? So is it almost time to go home?
Oh, probably another month.
Has Pinecraft changed over the years since you first started coming, or is it about the same? For better or for worse?
Probably depends who you ask.
What about according to you?
I think it's good.
What do you like about it here? The weather?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the big selling point, isn't it?
it is.
Just bought an absolutely ludicrous amount of baked goods here, but what the hell? When you're in Amish country, this is what you're supposed to do, right? This is Amish spring break. Instead of the decadence of wet t-shirt contests and booty shake contests and things like that, let's just eat a lot of sugar and sweets. What do you think? I don't know. Let's try this out. I don't know. I can't eat all this stuff because I got to save some of this stuff for my kids, but try a few of these things at least. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. So first of all, we got these cookies. These looked really good in the case, but I don't know if these things are actually that good or not. Let's see. All right. This thing tastes like it was baked like a week ago. This is not good at all. It probably was good when it was baked. That was not good. Try next item. Oatmeal whoopie pie. All right. Now we are on to something here, because we got two very, very fresh, soft, moist oatmeal cookies, very good ones. There's a nice layer of frosting in the middle. This is a keeper. Now this was more expensive too. This was $5.95. All right. The cookies were $1.50 each. For $1.50 these days, shit, you don't get a good cookie anymore. You remember when you can get a good cookie for like $1? Good luck these days doing that. All right. What else are we gonna try? We got some pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. Let's try this. Come on. This had better be good. I wanted breakfast at Yoder's. They're not serving breakfast this time, but I don't want lunch. All right, this is super good. All right. Look at this. Delicious. This was baked today. All right. The piece de resistance. The chocolate peanut butter pie. This thing is freaking ridiculous. I feel disgusted with myself even before I've started to eat this. Damn, I just got my hand full of it. Oh, shit. Alright, now this thing is a juggernaut. What we got here is like a big fat layer of chocolate pudding, right? You see that? Got a big fat layer of chocolate pudding. We've got chocolate chips. We have like a graham cracker type crust. We have a peanut butter crumble. And we got like chocolate chips and whipped cream thrown in. Oh. Alright. So in summary, whoopie pie, yes. Chocolate peanut butter pie, hell yes. Pumpkin pie, yes. Frosted cookies, hell no. You gotta love Pinecraft and Yoder's. I felt a little bad doing it, but I went back into Yoder's bakery and I was telling them, you know what, everything was really good except these cookies are super stale. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, let me give you some fresh ones. And she went out and she got me not 3 fresh cookies, but she gave me 4 as compensation. You gotta love it. So now I got 4 fresh cookies and they are super, super good too. Delicious. So that's a place called Lap's Bike Rental, run by an American, not an Amish. Well, there was an Amish guy hanging out in there. And he wasn't too friendly, to be honest with you. Said the bike rentals are $15 to $35. Eating another cookie. Now these are fresh now, so they took these babies from the back for me. Gotta love it. Can't come to an Amish neighborhood and not get fat as hell. Well, or about Pinecraft generally. I'm making a little vlog about Pinecraft. Should everybody go to Der Dutchman or Yoder's?
No comment.
Oh, come on.
Each person.
Yeah, some people like Yoder better.
Well, what's the specialties of Der Dutchman compared to Yoder's? What's good?
Good question.
What's good at Der Dutchman?
Go look.
Everything.
For example, like if you go there for breakfast?
I was there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast, lunch. Oh, there's my buddy, Harvey. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Okay.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I was doing. Yeah. I guess I go over to yours still and nothing happens.
Nice. Hey, I got.
Mark down.
Oh, Harvey, you're looking for on sale cheesecake?
Yeah, they.
All right, let's go.
they
Let's
do-
go. Let's
they
look.
have- okay, yeah, I'll just.
What you mean, like day old or something? All right, let's take a look.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is where the bargains are. See, you gotta meet a local in order to understand these things. This is where the bargain stuff is here. Yeah, what do you got there?
These are. Boy, I wish I had my glasses on.
Carrot cake. That's it. It says carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give me. One, two. Give me just a second. I might have to come back later. Carrot cake. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for there for right now.
Okay.
I'll either show you or the other go down with you.
All right.
We'll drive ourselves, but we just get a driver.
All right, cool. So Harvey's saying it's okay if I give him a ride.
Yeah.
So on certain occasions you are allowed to go in the car?
Yeah. We don't drive it, but I'll be right
Right,
with you.
okay. What does the bishop say about riding in cars? Do they say it's okay or it's no good?
Oh yeah.
Not supposed to be any
I
good?
think they say it's okay, but we just don't drive ourselves.
Right, so
Yeah,
as long
yeah.
as somebody else is driving, it's fine?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what they, as far as I know, they don't hold anybody. They might not want to,
Right.
for us to misuse it. I'm not sure what they say, but,
Right.
but I mean, if there's a reason to go or just like now,
Right.
they probably wouldn't cut it out. I might not be home, but we'll go and check.
Okay. How far away from here do you live?
Oh, just over, not very far. Just
Over
the
yonder?
road.
So we're going to the house of an Amish minister here, a friend of his named Thomas.
Over the ham?
And we'll see whether this guy's home or not.
Seems like-
We're not sure. Is he home?
Seems like somebody might be. Sure, you can step inside.
Okay. We're just gonna walk right in?
I think it's okay. He knows me pretty well.
We're just gonna walk?
You can step inside.
We're just gonna walk right in his house?
I think you can.
All right.
Oh, here he is. I didn't right.
I'm just making a little video about Pinecraft and what a cool community is, and he said I ought to ask you because
And where is it going to be published?
this is going to be published on YouTube.
YouTube.
So it's just my own personal YouTube channel, which doesn't have many followers, but I like unique communities. I live like about 45 minutes away. And we were playing Shuffleboard this morning, and this guy said he never played Shuffleboard before. He claimed he'd never played the game before, and then he came out and almost beat me. He's actually very good at it. But I was asking him all about Pinecraft, and he said I ought to ask you because he said, do you know more than I do?
I didn't know what to say about our church, how much we should give out, or I mean, I thought I'd bring him over here and let you talk to him about it.
Yeah, well, it's just a really unique community. It's a really neat community, and I just was hoping somebody could tell me about it, like, you know, why do the Amish like this community so much, and like, what's it like here and stuff? What's it like to live here?
I guess it's a little like a birds of a feather flock together.
Really?
We've lived here for 20 years now. I have.
Full time?
Yeah, full time. And it wasn't 10 years before that. I would have said if I would never move to Florida. If someone would told me, "You moved to Florida," said there's something wrong here. You got the wrong guy. But here I am. I'm one of.
Same for me. I'm the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Because I grew up in Buffalo, New York, which is a very cold place.
I see.
And so I always thought I'll never move to Florida. And then about 6 years ago, we came here on a visit, and I decided, damn, I'm going to, excuse my bad language, but I'm going to stay here because I just love it here.
I see.
I like it. So I live about 45 minutes
You
away.
don't miss the snow?
No, do you?
I do miss it somewhat.
Yeah, you said you missed it. You do miss it?
Oh, I do somewhat.
Do you miss the snow?
Oh, just looking at it. But no, I don't.
Just looking at it, right?
I've had my share.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Now, where are you from originally? Also Canton, Pennsylvania, just like him?
Yeah, I was from Belleville, Pennsylvania is where I grew up.
Okay.
That's close to State College.
Oh, okay. And what sort of work did you do? Are you a minister full time, or do you have some other jobs too?
Well, I have my Amish ministers don't have a salary that
Right.
they live off of it, you know, the ministry.
Oh, I
So
see.
they have their own income, occupations and income. And that's what I had been doing until it's almost 3 years now. No,
So what was your other occupation?
2 years. I was we were manufacturing ice cream.
Oh, okay.
little things.
So
here
you're
and there.
basically retired now?
Well, I don't call it that. But
So, like, what is the church service like here in your church? What is the name of your church here in?
it's Pinecraft Amish Church.
It's called Pinecraft Amish Church. And what sort of service do you do? Services on Sundays, I assume. And
Sunday
like,
morning starts at 9, and it's usually over by about 7:30, something like that.
so it takes about 2.5 hours.
Something like that, yeah.
Now I got to tell you, I have 2 children, not as 11 fewer than him. He said he got 13 children. I don't know, how many do you have?
We had 8.
You had 8. Okay, so
Four.
you're like my parents. So I'm a family of 6. My mother had 6 boys, 0 girls.
Oh, 6 boys.
But I have only 2 children. But I'll tell you, my children, we're Catholics. They complain. The mass, the Catholic mass is maybe 1 hour. I can't tell you how much complaining they do about going to the 1 hour.
Exactly.
Now you have 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and we don't complain. We enjoy it.
The Amish don't complain. Even the children don't complain.
Oh, some babies sometimes cry.
But the older children, they don't mind it.
They know better.
Now during the Amish spring break, like especially in March, is your church much more crowded?
Amish spring break.
Yes, like
Is there something like that?
what's that?
Is there something like that? Spring break for Amish.
Well, isn't there? There's many Amish who come here during spring break, which was March.
They call them snowbirds.
Oh, you just call it snowbirds? I call it spring breakers.
Okay.
Same thing. Now, some of the Amish that I met told me that here in Pinecraft, the Amish are a little more relaxed, like the rules are a little more relaxed compared to up north. Is that true or no?
For some of them, maybe. It just, they vary. It depends. There's some that they'll be down here on a vacation and they'll be down here just like they are at home.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's some, especially the younger people,
Right, the young ones. Like, do they go to the beach
they
and
like to go out to the beach and have their good time.
are they technically allowed to go to the beach and wear bathing suits or?
Well, I don't know if I have an answer to that question. You'd have to ask their ministers about that.
No, but I mean in your church, is
In
that
our church,
it's permitted or?
not as far as if they go out to swim, of course they wear a bathing suit.
Right,
I
but
mean,
not a
just to
bikini
relax.
or?
No, not like that. You can still have modesty.
Right.
You don't have to expose everything.
But do you think some of the young people, when they come down to Florida, for their short break, they act a little more wilder than they would at home?
Oh, there's some that do probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I just told him about the girl that, like, coming down here and dressing English and having the hair down, like,
Yeah.
our people up there, up in our church, if they do that, they had to, they would be out of the church unless they come back to States or something like it, however.
Yeah. Harvey was saying, though, that he got shunned from his community up in Ohio. But does that mean if you get shunned up in Ohio, you could come to Florida and then be accepted? Like, there's no problem?
well, that depends, and that was his situation. That's the way he was here. And but with a little time, and did you tell him your disorder that you have, Harvey?
Yeah, he told me.
I got a.
He told me.
He was not on his medication like
Right.
he should have been, and things were not like they should have been. And
Right.
we talked with him, and he
Try to help
agreed-
him?
Oh yes, and he agreed to go on medication, and I just felt like if he would become a member again of the church, that would be an asset for him. It would help.
Right.
And he often talked about, he wants to go to heaven. He has a concern for this and for that. So we worked in that direction, and then we removed that with the voice of our church. And
Right.
he became a member here. And,
So he is a member of your church.
yeah.
But up in Ohio, he had a problem up there, he said. And,
yeah, he did.
But
Things were not, they weren't practical. They weren't like they should have been there.
But that's nice that you welcomed him here in Florida in your community, so,
That's our responsibility.
and you tried to help him.
Yeah, that's our responsibility.
So do you communicate with the people up in Ohio? Like, did they tell you, well, Harvey has this problem, or you didn't communicate with them?
Not much. We did write to them, but they never returned.
They never returned.
Letters, but
So would they, if he ever wanted to go back there, do you think they'd let him back in, or who knows? It depends on them.
I don't know. He probably knows that better.
I just know the last, if I come up to their regulations,
Yep.
if I come up to their regulations and do what they tell me, they would promptly, but it was, for as long as it was, they said don't bring him back. But
Right.
if I actually improved to their rules, then they probably would.
Would they let you
But
back?
I can't follow everything.
Right. Because I just imagine his situation, because his wife and children are all up there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just lately, now I don't know what to do this. actually true or not, but just lately, maybe before also maybe, but anyhow, I remember the last time I had like a homesick feeling or something. It just felt like my wife is going through a crying. It just felt like she's going through a crying period, but I don't know
No, I understand.
whether it was actually true or not.
Does it seem like he's getting better though? He's on the road to recovery?
Well, he's certainly better than he was.
Yeah.
But he's probably as far as he'll go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you.
They won't take me back unless I get up to this. I don't think I could handle it, so I guess they thought I'm not doing my part, so I don't know.
I would say this, he hasn't been causing any problems. He's easy to work with.
Is he a good member of the community here though? He seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he is, as far as I know, unless he's hiding something.
I'm trying to hide it from him.
You're not hiding anything, are you, Harvey?
Not that I know of.
Because he was already hiding about the shuffleboard. He claimed he'd never played before, and then he gets out there and he's shuffling like he knows what he's doing.
Like a pro.
Like a pro. I thought he was trying to hustle me.
No,
I thought he was going to ask me to bet him $20 because he said he didn't know how to play, and then all of a sudden he's playing real well.
No, I don't want to be around this bag. I just said that for kidding.
Anyways, we barged into your house. I don't want to bother you anymore. But I'll just ask you, you have any advice for visitors who come to Pinecraft who are interested in Amish culture? What is the way to experience Amish culture for people who are interested and who are visiting Pinecraft? What do you recommend they do?
Well, go around, talk to people, I guess, and they're welcome to come to church.
Oh, do you do take visitors?
Yes, we do, although our services are in German. In
Oh.
Bist du Deutsch?
Ah, 9. So the service is in
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yeah, but we read the scripture.
And you speak this language?
Yeah,
You do speak it,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, just like you do. Hey, this I want to say something. If I would be knowingly guilty, I know God would still know it, whether He know it or not. God would still know it. If I'm dishonest, God still knows it. Whether I'm not trying to be around His back, but if I would be on purpose,
Right.
think I could hide it from it eventually it would come out maybe, and God still knows.
That's not the way
But
I know Harvey.
Huh?
That's not the way I know Harvey, trying to do
Well,
something.
what I know, but what I'm
But can I
just
ask
saying-
you, how do you say like hello, how are you, things like that in Pennsylvania Dutch?
Hello is a pretty universal word. Wie bist du is how are you?
Wie
bist du?
Wie bist du is how are you?
Yeah.
And how do you say like God bless you, for example?
Herr segne dich.
One more time.
Der Herr segne dich.
The Herr segne dich.
Yep, there you go.
Born. She's got Heidi, Esther, and Ellen.
So you're talking about your sister.
Yeah.
Her husband. Why did her husband leave her?
Oh, he was more or less
Just a bad guy.
worldly minded with women or whatever. I mean,
He was. Oh my.
Yeah, he was
goodness.
into things, and my sister didn't want that, so he left her. And
So that was Reverend Thomas Peachy we just met. So
Yeah.
so when her husband left her, she moved down here to Florida.
let me see. She was from Indiana.
Which way? Straight ahead.
You can go this way, yeah. South part of Indiana. She moved to Missouri, and then her husband left her from Bowling Green, Missouri. He left the Amish, and he's into women, and I mean, he's not. I guess he wasn't satisfied with Mary or whatever.
Which way should we go?
I left. He was into things. He might have been into things before they got married. I'm not sure.
Oh, he was cheating on her?
I'm thinking he might have been into things before marriage. I'm not sure.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I know.
That's really too
There are
bad.
some people get into those things. Yeah, up here on the right.
All right, so let's go meet her.
Yeah, my sisters. I live there. Okay, here.
Which house is yours?
There's one.
Okay.
Over here is 2. There's 3, and I'm in 4 right
Oh, and
now.
all your family live right here.
Nah.
I mean, your relatives live
I'll
here.
tell you. Give me just a minute. Or that blue door is where I'm staying.
Okay.
And my brother John.
Let's take a little look.
My brother John is right.
What, in these trailers?
Right over there, that block, where those black containers are.
Yeah.
That's where he is.
Okay.
Number 8.
This is where you do your laundry?
Some people do, yeah. I don't do my own.
Okay.
Some people do.
All right.
Yeah. She either was here and left, or else she went someplace else. You know, I have no phone. My brother's got a phone.
Oh.
Thomas Peachy just seen her pass, but I don't know. I just had an idea she might be here. I didn't know.
Anybody else here we could meet?
Here's a guy you might want to talk to. I don't know.
This your sister or who's this?
No, she's just my friend.
Oh.
He's Eli.
Hi there. I'm sorry to bother you.
So what do you want to tell him?
Oh, Harvey was telling me I ought to meet you because I was asking him lots of questions about Pinecraft, and he said you'd be an awesome person who'd know a lot about it.
I didn't know whether you.
Yeah.
We were over to Thomas Peachy, so it's up to you. I just brought him here because I didn't know.
He's a super nice guy, isn't he?
Tries to be, huh?
Oh.
He's a wonderful guy.
Now,
What's that?
where was
I live about 45 minutes away. We were just talking to the Reverend Peachy.
I took him over to Thomas Peachy because I didn't know what all that.
He said you've been here for a long time in Pinecraft. I just wanted to ask
Yeah, I
you.
was here for a long time.
She's going north on Monday, though.
Oh, you're leaving on Monday? Are you going to miss Florida?
Well, I'll be back again, Lord willing.
You come every year?
Yeah.
For how many years? How long you been coming to Pinecraft? Many, many?
Many, many.
Has it changed?
Huh?
Has it changed over the years, or it's about the same?
Oh, yeah,
He just like to gather information.
For the better or the worse?
Well, sometimes it seems worse and sometimes it's better.
Uh-huh.
All these new houses.
How is it better?
I don't know. I can't. Yeah.
You're busy?
She's not too much to go to give out many things, so.
That's okay. Thank you. Nice to meet you. I guess she didn't want to talk to me,
Yeah,
huh?
she's more like.
Is she more private?
More independent, I guess.
Oh, she is?
Independent means more private, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know. I just.
That's
yeah,
okay.
Hey, let's
That's
go
okay.
more-
It's fun to meet people. I don't mind. Where are we
Yeah.
going now?
She's one of them that she's not too much out. Like,
No, I understand.
okay, over here. My brother, we might meet our brother. Watch that cane.
Oh, okay. What kind of work does he do, your brother?
He's on a scooter. He can't really walk too well. He was in a bug accident from a car or vehicle, something back in Missouri. He gets around, but he can't walk like I can.
Now, did he come here from Ohio, too?
He was, let me see. He was in Missouri. And
Looks like he
Indiana.
likes Pepsi. There's a lot of cans of Pepsi sitting
he
here.
gathers. He takes cans in to get them recycled.
Oh, I see. He's got a lot of cans of Pepsi.
John, ever do? I don't know what he's going to say about it. Just have to try him out. Because he don't want to talk about that BB in my head. He don't want to talk about
Well,
that.
just tell him I'm a nice guy, okay?
I won't tell him about that.
Just vouch for him. Tell him I'm a nice guy.
In other words, we don't
Huh?
always see alike.
Oh, I understand.
So here's a guy. He likes to have information about.
Hi there.
Or whatever, so
I'm really sorry to bother you.
you can talk to him. Or
I'm sorry to bother you. I just was asking him all kinds of questions about Pinecraft, and he says, you ought to talk to my brother. So I just wondered.
I just want to be on the video, and then.
Oh, I met you this morning. I didn't know you were his brother. I met you this morning.
Yeah, I know.
I met your brother this
Yeah,
morning.
yeah. He's the oldest. I'm the youngest.
Oh my God.
Shuffleboard. Oh,
You
there
know,
by-
you
Oh, we played some
Yeah, he
shuffleboard.
just
Yeah.
got me into playing today. It's the first time I ever done it.
I told him how good you were. He's actually good at shuffleboard.
You played the shuffleboard?
He played me.
First time I did.
Oh, yeah.
Played with him.
Oh,
He was super good. He almost
Started
beat
with I
me.
was ahead, but then he won.
He was winning.
But he won at the last.
I got a little lucky in the end. I got a -10 on him, and I think
Yeah.
that sunk him.
But some of the other people know more about it because they've been here longer than I have.
How's the cost of living here?
Huh?
It's the cost of living is high,
I'm
though,
just
isn't it?
renting here.
It's expensive, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this here not so bad as it is some places, yeah.
Like, how much does it cost?
I don't know, they run from here, I think they run like 600 and up.
So this unit here is $600.
Huh?
This unit here is $600.
Do what?
It's cost $600 to live here.
Yeah, a month, yeah.
Uh huh.
And they,
It's expensive, huh?
and then they, some people, you know, some places like 2,200, you know.
Oh my goodness. Have you got air conditioning or no?
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
yeah, I just,
Can't live without AC in Florida.
Yeah, it's a lot more warm down here.
yeah.
Hey,
So,
it was nice meeting you.
yeah, you too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
God bless you.
You go over to the Shuffleboard and talk to people
Okay.
there. Just
Oh, you got to get your reading glasses?
Yeah,
All right.
I can't see too well for reading.
Yeah. All right. So you live in this little blue house here, huh?
Right here, yeah.
Okay. How much do you have to pay in rent?
Same thing.
600?
Same thing, yeah. Same as my brother.
$600, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't know whether some people have to pay more than me and my brother now, but I think mine is $600 a month. That's what I think it is. Give me just a minute.
Does he pay your bills for you, your brother? Or?
No, I got a. Now most usually, The old order Amish don't want Social Security, but somehow or other I got on to be on it.
Oh, you do have Social Security.
Yeah.
That's good.
Usually our people don't allow it, but
Right.
me down here, they're okay.
They're allowing it?
I don't want to be mean.
No,
to you,
it's
but
okay.
What I try to do is keep the sand on my porch. I'll be right out with you.
Sure, no problem.
See
Okay.
how it is.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm going.
What do you have? One bedroom?
Yeah, that's just right behind the wall there. See where that?
Oh yeah. It looks nice.
Yeah, there. The bed. It's just back to the.
Looks like you got a nice kitchen here.
Yeah.
Second. You're not even supposed to do what?
We're not supposed to have sex on our own, like what I'm saying. If we have a wife and we're allowed to be with the church, then we can do it. But they don't want us to play with ourselves. They want.
Oh.
In other words, on your own, they want to. But I haven't. I wouldn't like it. I know I would like it very much if I.
Which way should I turn?
Left.
Left.
I know I would feel good if I would be able to stay clean on my own, but I just haven't been turned. I just haven't got it turned down so far yet.
What do you mean?
Well, like, let me think. Masturbation. You know what masturbation is?
Yes.
That we're told not to do that
Right.
on our own.
Right.
And I would like to be free from it, but it works so hard. I just, even with my bishop now, this is the first time I heard that. The bishop that we have now, he said, it's not your fault. God made you that way. Take care of him. Don't tell anybody else.
Who's this here on the right? This woman, do you know her?
Not right now.
No.
Anyhow, up here at I want to go live up here by the light.
Yeah. So how'd you get on the topic of masturbation? How'd that come up?
Well, I guess we
Turn in here in the market?
Yeah, or the.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get your glasses so you can find the correct pie?
Yeah, let's see. I want to see whether I'm going to get something or not.
Okay.
It's what was I going to say? Masturbation. We were taught not to do
Don't
it.
do it, right?
As we grew up, you know, boys when they get old enough to be suspicious, you know, when
Right.
they get started. I have my dad in church one time. I was playing, just make a short story if I can. Playing with another guy, I think maybe another young person was in church. I think was maybe playing with, and there was a little fluid that worked off on its own, and this guy got to be suspicious, and then my dad got on to me, and then I got started.
Oh no.
So I know before I was baptized, make a short story if I can. Before I was baptized, I had a problem, but my parents knew if they had to tell the ministers, they wouldn't baptize me, so they took it onto themselves, and I got baptized, but then...
Yeah, this conversation's getting a little strange.
yeah.
All right, how the hell did we get on the topic of masturbation? I don't know.
You don't have to keep everything, but I just like to share a little bit if you don't mind.
No, I understand.
It's like, anyhow, this person that in church thought he was suspicious of what I'm doing, so he told my dad.
You got in trouble?
Maybe I even told him to tell my dad about it. I'm not it might have been that I told him to talk to my dad about it. It might have been. Anyhow, my dad got on to me, and then We're back at
Yoder's now.
Then I learned something.
Right.
I got started, and ever since, if I wasn't with my wife, I haven't been just like now. I know the feeling that I'd like to be clean.
Right.
But I haven't been able to turn it down. Or
I hear you.
It been not able, or else I gave in too much. So I try to give you just a minute.
Go ahead and see what you got.
Oh, just a minute. I'm not going to keep it on. It's okay. Trust me, I'm not going to make it. I just like to finish a little bit. If I can, I won't try to keep you out long. But anyhow, I know it would feel good to stay clean, but I just haven't mastered it yet.
Good. Good for you. That's good to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like my bishop told me. I don't know whether you blame my wife or.
You gotta find a girlfriend down here.
Well,
Florida. You need a Florida girlfriend, dude.
For me, we were taught if we have a wife, we can't have another one until she dies. So.
Oh, really? So you're not supposed to get into girlfriend now?
Not if I had. As long as my first wife lives, I'm supposed to.
Oh, I see. So
that's why I say.
You need a divorce.
Well.
You can't get one.
We don't. Moses allowed it.
But you can't get divorced.
But Jesus said in the beginning it wasn't.
I see.
So anyhow, and I'm not going to keep that long, but try not to. But anyhow, since I'm on my own, I know I'd like to have the feeling of staying clean, but I just haven't been able to do it.
I understand. See if they got your pie, Harvey.
This is what I'm after.
Which one? You found it? Boom.
Cheesecake.
Boom.
Okay, yeah, give me a minute.
Carrot cake, is that what you wanted?
I'm just slow making up my mind. Like it might be. There's somewhat. I think there's this white stuff might be cheesecake.
That's carrot cake. Which one do you want? Tell me which one you want.
Well, I'm slow. Can I have some time?
Sure, you got as much time as you want.
I'm slow in making up my mind. This here, Tom.
That's also carrot cake. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but listen. It's all
carrot
the same.
cake. It's all carrot
They're
cake.
all the same.
They're all
yeah.
the same.
But what I want to share it to you.
Cherry pie. Cherry pie, and they have chocolate cream pie.
But what I want to.
And peach pie.
What I want to share with you.
What?
I think the top there is cheesecake.
Okay.
The white stuff is cheesecake.
You want that?
Oh.
Can I buy it for you?
Oh, you can, but what I was going to do is take a spoon and taste and see how many I have to pay for. Let's pay for these two. I can pay them myself.
You're gonna get for two of them?
Okay.
Let me get that for you.
This is the regular
Half price.
And now it's half of that.
Half price.
So
All right, let's go. Come on. Let me buy it for you.
What I'm going to do is taste it and see whether I want more.
All right, let me buy it for you. It's starting to get a little bit weird. I was starting to get very weird actually, but Harvey, you know, I just got him 2 pieces of the carrot cake, and he wanted to stop and start eating them to see whether he wanted to get more pieces. So I don't know how many pieces of carrot cake he needs in one day, but man, what a character. He's obviously got some problems. The poor guy, his wife is up north, can't get a divorce, can't get a new girlfriend. It's tough, isn't it, man? Not easy. Life is not easy, but finding some interesting stories here in Pinecraft, aren't we? Cute Amish family just enjoying a little ice cream as they're waiting across the street here. You know, the Amish are really a lot just like everybody else, aren't they? They're different in many ways, but they're also not that different, are they? On my way home, I'm stuck in spring break traffic, just thinking about Harvey and the Amish community in Pinecraft. You know, it's weird, I didn't mention too how I met him. He was standing on the sidelines of the shuffleboard court area. Everybody else, you know, was playing, was socializing. He was standing outside the fence just watching. And I said, hey, I'm looking for somebody to play with, and you want to play? And he said, oh, I don't know how to play. I said, that's all right, we'll figure it out. I'll teach you how to play. So that's what we did, and that's how we became friends. But you know, it's weird because it seems like, you know, speaking to his minister, it seems like they're trying to help him. He's obviously got some issues that he's working through. Not completely crazy. He's definitely not crazy, but he's got some issues, obviously, clearly. But he was shunned from his community in Ohio. And it seems like Pinecraft is a more accepting place. You know, we met people today who were telling us that it's kind of a little more loose, it's a little more chill. But on the other hand, you know, how come he wasn't playing? How come they didn't invite him to come play shuffleboard? I don't really know. Some of the members of the community seemed really friendly, others not so much. I guess that's just like any community though, isn't it? But quite an interesting day. I guess I'm going to leave the video here. I will come back to Pinecraft at some point and check back in on Harvey and some of the other people that we met today and see how they are doing. But man, I'm glad I spent a day of spring break in Pinecraft. Beats Daytona Beach and Miami Beach any day. Cheers, folks. And by the way, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to it, man. Come on, you had some free entertainment. There's so much free entertainment on my channel. I'm going to be coming out with a lot of more videos too. So please subscribe to the channel. Will help me meet my goal someday of visiting every country in the world. And you guys are going to get to enjoy content, hopefully from many, many countries around the world. But do subscribe and please enable notifications so you're notified when I've got a new video coming out. Thank you, folks. Cheers.